Doona episode 6 starts with Doona and Wonjun happily making out outside their house. Elsewhere, Yere coincidentally meets with Younghoon at his jiu-jitsu training club. She gets excited after winning against him and promises to start training there. Of course, Younghoon is not pleased about this. She misunderstands and thinks it is because he lost to her, but Younghoon is a private guy. Later, Wonjun visits his hometown and has some drinks with Sujin. He asks Sujin more about dream girls and Doona. Sujin is surprised by his friend's sudden interest in his favorite girl group. As the night deepens, Sujin falls asleep, and Wonjun googles more about Doona. He discovers Doona's mom's debt and fraud scandal that ultimately affected Doona's public image. He also discovers that she was raised by her grandma and has a painful childhood. He watches more videos of Doona and smiles to himself. He drunk calls her and tells her about his late dad, who used to run a paper shop. He talks about how hard it was for him when his dad died. He confesses that the pain led to him detaching from everything around him. However, he soon realized he had to live his life and make his dad proud. He asks Doona to do the same and live to the fullest instead of hiding. He confesses that he likes and wants to know more about her. At the end of the call, Doona wishes she could see him. Wonjun takes the next bus out of town and heads back to Seoul. He finds her sleeping in his bed. She wakes up once he arrives, and they cuddle. The next morning, Doona emerges from Wonjun's room, forcing their roommates to question what is going on. Yoontaek asks Wonjun what is going on between them. In response, Wonjun says he likes Doona a lot and fails to explain further. Jinju feels hurt after hearing this and tries not to cry in front of the others. Later, Yoontaek, Younghoon and Yere hang out together. They try to decipher the current relationship between Doona and Wonjun and when it started. However, Younghoon is more concerned about the relationship being a violation of their house rules. Later that night, when they watch a fireworks show, Yere confesses she likes someone, and Yoontaek starts to believe she is talking about him. Doona's mom drops by to ask her to consider returning to the group. They are about to drop a new album, and she wants Doona also to cash in. Doona reminds her that there is nothing left. She took all the money and gave it to her mom, who squandered it. She questions if her mom cares about why she quit the music industry in the first place. Her clueless mom says it probably concerns Doona's lazy and ill-tempered attitude. On the other hand, Wonjun learns that Jinju didn't show up for work. He later gets a call from Jinju asking to meet up. Once they meet, she confesses her feelings and why it took her so long to confess. In the past, she was going through a rough time with her family and was not in a position to date him. He officially turns her down. He apologizes for letting her down and having a change of heart. They both acknowledge that they needed to have this closure. In the meantime, Doona attends the unveiling of Dream Sweet's new album. She hides among the crowd as she doesn't want the manager to recognize her. After the show, Doona gets a message from P, wanting to know if she came to the showcasing. Is P her manager? Concurrently, Wonjun stays up, waiting for Doona to return home. He tries calling her, but she is unavailable. Yere sees him and tries to give him some relationship advice. She asks him to take it slow since Doona is a celebrity and is hesitating to define their relationship. She is worried that Wonjun is giving too much of himself in the relationship. Wonjun hears her but can only sigh. Soon after Yere returns to the house, Wonjun receives a call from Doona. They meet at the station, and she asks him to go on a vacation together. Through a flashback, we see a young Doona being dropped by her mom at her grandma's house. Sadly, her grandma dies a few years later, leaving the young Doona alone. Presently, Doona takes Wonjun to her grandma's old house. They have a lot of fun riding bicycles in the rain. As the night creeps in, they make love. The following morning, Wonjun wakes up to Doona humming silently outside, and they watch the sunrise together. Elsewhere, Yoontaek shares his theory about Yere liking him with Younghoon. Of course, Younghoon doesn't believe him. Later, Yare follows Young-hoon to the jiu-jitsu club. Young-hoon doesn't take it easy on her this time, leaving her flustered. She starts following him around, inviting him to lunch. He tries to turn her down but feels pity after she coincidentally sees her ex with a new girl. He takes her out for lunch, and they have a great time. He may be the new guy Yare likes. Sorry, Yoon-taek. However, Yare has her work cut out since Young-hoon is clueless about love. Back to our new couple. Doona and Wonjun go for a walk, and it is all lovey-dovey as they hold hands. They return to Doona's grandma's house and find a man waiting. Upon seeing the man, Doona releases Wonjun's hands. The latter moves to grab her hand, and she pulls away again. The episode ends with a young Doona calling Park In-wook, head of talent recruitment at MSA. She tells the man that she wants to be an idol. Soon after, we see her being picked up at the side of a road. Later, we see her all grown up, practicing, and a man helping her when she gets injured. The episode started so well, with our couple basking in their new relationship, but the ending left us with a bad feeling. If this man is Park, why is he looking for Doona now? Most importantly, how did he know exactly where to find her? Did Doona text him? We can't rule out Doona's mom. She is bad news and might have contacted Park. Also, why did Doona let go of Wonjun's hand? Whatever it is, this Park guy seems like bad news and is wrecking our new ship even before we can leave the deck. On the other hand, I am glad Jinju and Wonjun finally have closure. It was not dramatic, just two people telling their truth and wishing each other well. This is how it is supposed to be. The writers didn't drag it out and spared us some frustrations. Lastly, Young-hoon needs glasses. Why can't he see that Yare likes him? It might take a while, but we look forward to seeing how Yare will win his heart. On a side note, though, we feel bad for Yoon-taek.